Hi folks, my name is Dorian and I like to make reasonably sized nerdy things. Which, that is not my intro, but we'll find our own intro eventually. Today, my strange little friends and fellows, we will be making Yarnaby from Poppy Playtime. I need him. Okay, so mine won't be some flesh-eating, bone-crushing Yarnaby animatronic, but a cuddly, cute, non-flesh-eating stuffed animal. Mainly because I don't want to buy the official one. As is with any sewing project, you have to start with concepts. So as you can see here, I drew my little Yarnaby. I drew kind of how I wanted him to flop around. I want him to be able to sit, to lay down, and I want him to look all silly and cute when you pick him up. And then I came up with patterns for it all. These are the little patterns I made. So this is the paw, the legs and arms, the head, and the body. Now, I'm not a sewer by any means. I've never learned to do this professionally, so I kind of just go with the flow, go with what I know. So, this is the fabric that I got for the little guy. It's a little more orange in person. In person, it definitely matches his actual color a little better. On camera, it does look a little more yellow, but alas, we persist. Now that we've done the head, we can start on the body. I started by sewing up these darts to give the body a little bit of extra shape, then pinned the two sides together before sewing. Here I'm just showing you how I do my weird back stitch, so if you want to copy it you can, but it's definitely not proper. Now, as you can see, I didn't really leave myself a place to put Yarnaby's yarn on, so I cut a little hole in his stomach and I'm gonna be putting yarn all over his body. So first I tied a knot at the end of the individual piece of yarn, and then I took this little eye thing to thread the yarn through the needle that I'm gonna be using to sew the yarn to the body. Little side note, if you're wondering why my fingers are blue, it's because I was using a blue marker on the fabric to draw my patterns on, so note to self, don't do that again. And then you just repeat that 100 billion times. I don't think you understand how excruciatingly slow this process is, but look at him. He's coming along swimmingly. Putting the head and body aside for now, we're gonna work on the legs. Now I'll be making the paws with a more yellow fabric. Originally I was going to use this more rounded pattern, but I changed my mind and made this more foot-like pattern. So more pieces, but better end product. Now, time to attach it to the leg. Now that I have all the bits, it's time to assemble all the bits. A beheaded Yarnaby with rainbow guts. What a sad sight. Apparently something about this belly scar was making me freak out. I don't know what was going on here. With the head now officially attached, I decided to give him some little toes. Once again, I want to stress that this is by no means the proper way of doing it. I just like to do it how I like to do it. And with that being said, our Yarnaby is officially done. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As you can probably tell, this is my first ever video, so I'm really glad you all stuck through it with me. Once again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.